control.
maybe Vitality.
Control. Do a little bit of push out.
Definitely favorites today.
Use those salvos. That's going to force out the Razor Vines. Bring through a little bit of info gathering.
Yeah, this is the default that's been causing people a lot of trouble.
Powwow there is okay. Flashback with the peek down in the sewer. Able to find one. Buzz going to be taken down. Some damage eaten though. He and Mako tagged up a bit. Let's try to play forward here at tower. Salvos.
It's kind of nice from DRX. Yeah, smoke.
Come away with a kill. Turn to the flash here from Mako. Wow. It's going to be freeing,
smoke,
however.
Smoke.
Who's coming up
flood.
with the kills. 2 more for him. It's now just down to stacks. We'll get a
Okay, very, very nice. This is maybe something that T1 won't be able to do on their defense, right? So, smokes come down here, and they do their own smokes, do norths and crosses.
Seemingly this time. A little bit of util here to push back Carpe. That's going to at least open up the orb for Buzz on the other side.
They have 2 forward shoves on this south side.
Yep.
Hyunmin working his way
let
further
me
and
make
further.
the fat dude looking real similar to this one.
A little bit more damage across now. Everybody tagged up here as he's just going to go for the swing. Freeing getting 1, getting a second as Carpe will fall. Did manage to finish off the former weakened Mako. As at Meteor now, just going to be collecting an orb. To see if he can get anything done here.
That's what we said about Heretics Liquid. Yeah, that's what I said.
Likely to be
might
carried
win.
over unless this sheriff can absolutely sing.
Seen it before where Meteor can do things that
Liquid are definitely the underrated team at the moment.
Certainly going to be extremely difficult.
And Sheriff was worried that, turn the tide, that Lotus versus Heretics.
Maybe not for sub. I said they're an underrated team, and I read, will Liquid ever lose a map again? So maybe I'm wrong with that.
Flashback just holding close. Bane ready to try to collect an assist, but there you go. 1 kill going to be found. 1 less Bulldog to carry
That's my biggest pet peeve when teams play Fracture at the moment. How stale teams are on defense.
Meteor is eventually going to want to get taken down in some fashion or another.
That's my biggest pet peeve at the moment.
Time starting to dwindle.
Grab the Bulldog.
Yeah, has the Bulldog in hand. Now another opportunity to maybe do a bit of added damage. As he's not going to be able to get any kind
What's
of
the plan here?
Looks like widely DRX say, okay, take the weapon.
Yeah, and
we're
take.
Gonna leave you. Oh, and that's enough of a spot out. Slowly trying to creep back over towards safety. Gets himself successfully over to drop it. Down at 33, does have that regen shield, so a little bit more on the back end to reinforce the health.
Looks like this is just a grab of the orb, and then a pivot.
Okay, T1
DRX though stacking at
lose. Sorry, T1 take
kind of curious.
Dish. In reaction, we get pretty proactive. I was saying that teams don't go proactive enough on defense, so they don't push enough on defense, and DRX proving me wrong.
Ghost to speak of. Salvos go out. Buzz riding his way up the rope.
Oh, what the hell was that movement?
Go ahead and collect the kill. Down to 41, but still surviving.
There was some wild movement going on there.
Full control over this B site for now. Mako still on a very.
Okay, Mako won smoke, and the camera just got checked, so you imagine that Bane doesn't get good timing.
Over onto the iPad. Ends up falling. Izu counter swinging. Keeps him in with the advantage. Xiamen clears out the trip. Ring trying to work forward. Still thrown up on top. Nothing going to be known here.
He used to stare at him a little bit before he set it off.
We'll be able to go ahead and win out the fight. A tad bit closer now. Is the round. Meteor. Gun down. Recovered vandal here from Hyunmin. Able to find some damage, but on the swing out. Comes down to Freeing and Bane versus Stacks. Flash goes forward. Some damage here on to Freeing. Needs desperately, however, to get through Bane.
Very nice. Pistol into a bonus. Here we go again.
Win out the 3rd round, converting the bonus.
It's going to really help them. And we're going to start looking at this A orb after they insta drone. Looks free. Freeing's got to be tempted for that. Is at the moment having to watch Dish. Hyunmin going to take it.
Work your way in towards this A side.
Hyunmin took it.
A showstopper now for Buzz. And it's just kind of back to all reliable. DRX going to play it somewhat similarly. Not nearly as many players here. But Meteor going to play it a little bit further forward, has the cam behind him.
This could get a little bit awkward if they win that duel and keep on pushing. Oh god. Oh my god, it could have been nuts. It could have been so nuts if they just pushed a little bit further.
How much more can he get? None. Gunman dead on the opposite side. Solid kills.
Could have called them all on the ropes.
T1 bringing it back into a 3v3. Bane down to 8 health. Flashback, however.
It's a great double push from Flashback here.
In right alongside where
Man, I feel like DRX are teaching people how to play this map. Look how proactive they are on defense.
Gets noted here in main. Just the concuss available.
You want to see the 2 on site really delay here. They got 1 stun. I don't know when Salvos are back up.
Flashback still slowly, carefully pushing his position further and further
yeah,
forward.
and you got to imagine Flashback wins this round.
Salvo sent. Flashback desperately trying to get there in time. The concuss going to be sent down. Now he strikes. They're both stunned up. They're both
and met with no resistance because you don't have that cypher
dudes.
there.
Double Teo. Teo damage goes out, hits both of the Fawns instantly.
Spread formation for DRX. T1 as well. Trying to set up for what
a nice start.
Looks like a beat crunch of sorts. Ring is going to get the spot onto Izu.
That's a suppress on the 2. Ooh. More than he bargained for, but Mako taken down.
Yeah, that's the hero gun. And now there's the pressure of another gun down over towards here, so they might just insta-hit over towards B as they're probably talking about defending the gun. Especially as Meech's just making sound. The Buzz has got to be very tempted to use the ult into this one, that's for sure.
You still have to be concerned.
Everyone can get one shot from this.
Flashback with the Outlaw can certainly deal some damage. Just the one player on this south side at the moment. Steadily creeping closer and closer over towards Carpe.
Okay, Teo ult gets used over towards Dish. No info.
Vandal now scooped up as T1 look to get themselves online with a thrifty win.
This is this one was a rough round for DRX. They didn't really want to push because of the. They didn't want to push just because they didn't want to give him any guns, and they end up just randomly guessing with the Teo ult.
For the next buy. He is playing forward in tower, not necessarily at risk. Stealth drone checking around. Going to be noted there, but Meteor falling. Bane suspecting that there's going to be another player out in this direction. But as soon as he turns the sights back over to this plant, that's when Buzz strikes. Kill found, salvos, dump paint shells.
No way. Imagine he wins this, by the way. It should be impossible, but.
And he might just draw out this
holy. Oh my god, it's so close.
Now they look to just hound him down.
Damn, dude, that was such a good attempt at this. Yeah, the DRX just turtled a little bit, but I get it. They don't want to give him the guns. It's just the fact that Meteor's a beast, and this first kill just creates so much pressure on the map. Always a nice shot as well.
They've been conditioning DRX so they're going to go Dish, but not actually utilize it. Meteor's able to find a free pick and get the neural theft to go, but they can't.
This is a good change up from T1. They realize that they're being, the DRX are being very proactive, right? Once they take map control, there's normally a reaction around the map. So they have every other bit of this side of the map just getting info. Camera for 2. And then we got someone holding for the A push just in case they wanted to push back or like drone back and take space.
Flashback, he'll just take the fight, doesn't even really need the reinforcements. Eats a little bit of damage there. Drone gets cleared.
Now, you want a pretty wrecked.
Knows that he's going to be pushing them forward, but cannot get readjusted here on the Buzz, who sends it the blast pack, but Hyunmin still hitting the shot despite being pushed back.
Sacho? Sacho?
Shock will claim him. Still into the 3v3, but Mako wrapping around from Dish has the orbital at the ready.
You have the steel garden with flashback behind. They're ready for it.
Salvo sent. Carpe getting the spot out. Izu, however, gets rid of free. It's all on Mako. He doesn't get the opportunity to try to invest the ult. Gets taken down. T1.
Yeah, I mean, the T1 util was nice there. Gotta give him that.
Carpe in particular, watching that backside, that keeps that round alive.
Even if he satchels, he would have, yeah, but he needed to at least give him. No, so they wanted to push down, but then as soon as they saw this stun, they realized that it's their heavy tree takes. They didn't want to fight it. So DRX did want to be a little bit more aggro, but as soon as they saw the stun, they just say no, and now they're turtling again. And this hasn't been going well for them, but they do have the better ults into this round.
Looks to continue pushing forward though.
Making so much noise here.
Seeing that additional aggression here. Mako just going to be cycling another smoke in all likelihood down onto main, but thinks better of it for a moment and sends it out.
T1 just trying to fish, see if anybody's going to take the bait from DRX, but they're being extremely patient. Yeah, there's Meteor.
Suppress on the one, but Mako now playing very entrenched. And he's in the orbital. Tries to open it up. Buzz leaping forward is able to find one. The rest of the team going to be cut off though in flashback. Goes ahead, has the follow-up.
Oh man.
Getting their own orbital now, going to be invested here. Spot up comes through on the Bane, and he gets cleaned up. Flashback, a narrow margin to play around. Here in tower, and on the peak, instantly finds a headshot on the stack. Swings back
Oh,
out,
dodge. Dude's dodging everything.
And Showstopper not going to find a damn thing, but Freeing will find Meteor. And just like that, despite the investments, despite the explosive power from T1, DRX has seemingly shrugged it all off. Carpe now asked to try to clutch.
God, what a round that.
Leaning into it more and more.
Irregular Mayo, thank you so much for the raid, dude. Hope stream was good.
By the time the clock is running down, speaking of,
appreciate that.
Just running it down A main. Already fully in control of that territory. They just gotta wait. Just wait for T1 to make a move.
We had a good stream, dude.
Or for Meteor, just open things up, finds one. Spam through the box. Izu going to be dealt with as well as there's a Showstopper and flashback cannot reply. Couple players here on T1 weakened up, but seeking yet another thrifty here for themselves is the Aftershock. Not in position. Plant comes through. Stacks able to successfully get that down. All three players from DRX corralled on the same side of the map. One in tower.
If Bane gets a kill.
Okay,
still good.
Easy pickings here for Meteor.
I like that they send a little bit into it just to see.
Sounded DRX backpedaling away as T1 continue to fight back.
It's just so important that Meteor is able to win some of those battles on the flanks because that prevents Freeing from being able to come through Arcade. He was able to keep his camera there, get a spot on the Freeing, force him back down to the other side of the map. There's no flank angles able to be created, and T1's happy to scrap with you. And when they can win those,
dude, don't do that.
Play a part in this round. Oh my God!
Every viewer matters, dude.
Stunned up, doesn't care, shrugs up the pressure.
If you're ever streaming, when I'm finishing stream, I'll raid you back.
Bane as well, down to 10. What a brutal turnaround here from T1.
Sometimes you just win those.
I don't even think they necessarily saw it coming. I just think that they counteracted so incredibly quickly.
Yep.
Double rope across now. As everybody
what do we got?
Collected forward.
I know exactly.
Neural depth. Given over. As they join on this south side.
Immediate pivot to A.
Spot out coming through, but Meteor still on that lurk.
They're pushed into a vice though. There's a chance for flashback.
Mako at tower drops down. He's watching the angle, but now turns his back. An opportunity here for Meteor to try to strike. I mean, Mako trying to watch his rear at every twist and turn. In the meantime, back over here on the A side. Bane's gonna be good to come up with one. Bud's gonna be taken down, but Stacks also dead seemingly here over at Sands.
Yeah, but Meteor's done so good on this one, taking so much space, calls them back. And are they even going to consider that someone is this close? Ooh. Damn, dude. It looked like he wasn't considering it, but he was jiggling like it might be a thing as well. It was more for just damn.
Intended for Meteor, but sure worked a treat. Nice
Crazy Boots with the Prime. Thank you so much. Thank you.
A little bit of util.
I appreciate the Prime, dude. Thank you for doing that.
Around both sides. Two-man push towards Dish. Stacks there. This is an attempt to sell a bit of a fake.
It's the wall. It's going to be Rolling Thunder now built up.
Or just a grab of the orb, and then they're going to try to just crunch them with that Rolling Thunder. That's going to send DRX players away from the site, at least some of them. See if they can successfully execute on this T1. They've kind of corralled DRX pretty nicely, but Hyunmin, Danger Man, right next to Stacks.
It's tucked in behind the box. Do they read this at all? Seems like the answer is going to be yes. Yeah. Well timed.
Oh.
Trying to get the clear out, but Hyunmin just strafes away from it. Look
God,
at
imagine he got two here.
Able to find one at the end of it all, but everyone's just piling forward here into Mako.
Mako is a beast on this map, by the way.
Normally, Stacks pretty reliable with his breach util. Freeing has the Armageddon. A little bit of a spray down. Flashback. Not taking any of it. Trying to scoop
and maybe they're just going to go around the map, try and get some orbs to make sure they have Buzz's ult for the next round. Like 2 more orbs for him, and a death would be an ult.
Nobody at Arcade.
Which region is the best trophy?
Let's shift back over.
I don't think
to
I ever
Jose.
saw the trophy, but so far the Pacific one's the best from what I've seen.
In that arcade area. I like the play calling. I like the
We haven't
shooting.
seen the EMEA, but I'm holding out little hope.
He is playing really good today.
Not just here to be the hype guy. Very much is participating.
It's easy to hype it up when you're the one killing.
Very true. Sends the fault line just in case that pressure continues to come through. Salvos as well do get drawn out. Buzz gets his way through. Sands and Freeing not aware of this at all. Because I'm getting caught completely off guard, but Hyunmin is here.
Yeah.
He is not
See
flashed
those
up.
smokes that I was talking about, where everyone can flood and fight?
Mako
Another
there,
good example.
reinforcing. As it is just Izu at 60, stuck inside of the smoke, and that boom bot is gonna spot him out, and it's gonna kill. Doesn't manage to get it with the Sheriff. A rare sight as Hyunmin gets 3 and DRX.
All of that, to be honest.
And the orb that DRX
Or
is thinking they
you start
might go
doing
for
like
is not the one that Buzz
smokes
is
where
going
you
for.
just take
Either way,
split
they
from
do have an
here,
op.
but then you
Check
do
this
smokes
one.
from here because it's very hard for them to flood
Trying
like
to fault
through
line him
these
off, the
smokes.
re-swing, and oh, just a bit
Right,
too
it's
much
super
movement
hard
there
to flood through
flashback.
these smokes that are
Little
here
wonky, but
because they have to be so much
still
closer to you.
finds Meteor holding down that arcade side.
So you've
Pivot
stopped
back
faking, or
over
you're doing
towards
the ones
A
where you're
side here,
like
it would seem. DRX
committed
very much
more over
anticipating
towards
this
the
pressure
site,
still
'cause
gonna collapse onto B, so
they
they're
can't
not in
really
position to
fast
shut
flood
this
you.
down.
Like this was a good run from T1.
Call
Little
comes
fake
through.
over
Buzz takes
towards
some space, gets himself
B,
over towards
make him
drop.
use the
Hyunmin
smokes here.
right here,
Mako
nearly
out
shoulder
of
to
position.
shoulder. Gets the spot out.
Smokes
Swings out of the smoke.
late,
Sits
so
on
they
the
can't
fence,
flood.
the affair, but one that Hyunmin comes out a little bit cleaner. Spike planted, Bane
I'm
gonna
in
take it,
36
showstopper
HP with his ult.
at the ready. 36 HP.
Yeah,
Spot
doesn't want
out.
to full commit because of
Sees
HP.
two, sends it. Showstopper going to be a bit shallow as they're able to tuck back, but they're zoned away.
Carpe, if he gets a kill, he gets his ult, and that might
For now,
be everything.
Molly available. Sent Hyunmin going to have to get off.
Oh my god, the
this.
Molly's
No
going to do it. It
dice.
gave him his ult.
Carpe finds a third. Now the orbital going to be built up.
And it didn't get half.
He's waiting for the retap. He's playing off time. Ultimate now. Sent. Freeing flashback, scattering here to the wins. As Carpe
Damn,
finds out
Carpe
the
is
board. Now
incredible.
looking for the ace, but Izu on the swing.
Carpe
Will be able
is
to
incredible.
find it. T1
Overall macro was much better from
Rescue
T1
the
though, right?
Fliss, try to be good with the utility, and if the aim's there, then hey, great. But he understands the system of DRX.
It's a
so
9-pass
nicely.
and jaw. Hit
He's gonna
tree.
Send this 5-man
T1
stack up. Now,
not having any of it after
T1
seeing the stun.
did have a counter force of Sam
Instant
Carpe.
reaction. Drone, take top
Back
side of
over
map.
towards this arcade side with Meteor. Putting back in towards the spawn, but that's when the strike comes in. Izu able to find one, but Hyunmin comes up with 2.
Yeah, and they can't really
Gets
flood
headshot.
back over towards the site because of the fawns.
Drifts through the
Oh,
sewer.
Meteor.
You know, there's
Meteor
one
forced
place
off
that
the
doesn't
angle.
have fawns and they need it.
Fine flashback, opens up this B main side. Spain pushing into the smoke, somehow comes away with a kill. Meteor just cannot hold his ground. Carpe and Buzz now needing to be the ones to deliver.
Good God.
There's the first shot.
Carpe again.
Angel still available, but that's a suppress. 5 more seconds, not having that nade to try to clear out an angle. Tower would be a damn good one. They get sent free, forced away.
Oh
Tacked
my.
up quite a bit, down to 45.
All missiles away.
Since the salvos, the drop, I don't
That
believe
was
it's heard.
came from heaven. So they tunnel vision
Finds
it.
a headshot, Buzz, trying to hold it, but free.
Really nice from Freeing.
Well, he did.
Buzz
Buzz,
rushing
oh,
forward,
Buzz, Buzz.
trying desperately to get this.
I feel bad for
Touchdown,
Carpe.
sends to the paint shell, but
He
hop
did
on
a
their
lot to
heels
win that.
here. It's Hyunmin, but it's going to be the salvo that takes him down. The quick send coming up with value as Hyunmin rides the rope, gets himself situated up top here at Sands. Izu on the site. Ooh, the shoulder spotted, the shots opening up. Gets a glimpse of him. Eventually is able to find the kill. 2-player advantage now here in the hands of DRX as they want as clean of an anti-ego as they can get. Carpe does have that namesake Sheriff in hand, but it swiftly falls to the floor as it's just going to be a bit of a meat grinder here. Some back
T1 must win rounds.
Back up this bonus. Boy, oh boy. A little bit of attention being played, but this time, yeah,
That's how patiently.
exactly.
Now looking for the strike. Hyunmin jumping forward, swings onto the corner, wins out the fight versus Buzz. Stacks with a quick peek
Thank
out.
God there's a trade on that.
Managed to go ahead and trade it back.
Rotate goes
Player
in.
advantage equalized.
Flashback inserted so he can
Weapons
call if
scooped
he
up, though. The
sees
firepower
or his
widely,
rotates.
evenly distributed.
Just a tap of the orb, grab it and go. That's going to pull the rotation, at least temporarily, from T1.
Just Meteor here on the side by himself.
Look at how patient Flashback has been. just looking for that media
Yeah,
lurk.
we got a question mark
Meteor
over
had a
towards
real
A main.
struggle on this site the last
And
time
it
against
insta-group over
DRX.
towards
He was
B.
getting absolutely
I
bullied.
mean, Meteor's
Tail
got trip
utility again. Should be clearing
and
out
H.
that early trip.
Trip has just been
Keeping hold of the
broken
line.
now.
You're dancing around the center boxes, able to find one. Mako put down on the
He
floor.
did good.
But now they look at their
Even
refill
on
space over
DRX
at
though,
A
they had the
free.
backup plan
Slowly
ready.
trying to drip forward to make a contact here against Izu, who wins out the fight.
Yeah, that Joe just decides the
3
round.
players now
About
on
damage
this A
now.
site. Meteor sounding the call, saying, yep, they're all pushing in towards main right now. As the door at Sands gets opened up. Swap of the weapon. All of this being heard, all of this being noted by T1, who seemingly have this round in hand. With Meteor getting ever closer. Finding that backstab. 10 seconds remaining. Nothing more that can be done here from Bane. Try to get some kills. Gets one. The call to back away, leave him be, has been made. 3 players surviving.
No one else wants to lose
2
an
left
armor or
without their
anything.
weapons. T1
Or a
fight
gun.
back.
Yeah, this is much better now in a lot of different respects from T1.
It's better, but are they
The
not
Buzz
going to get
gets bested
absolutely
by
wrecked by the...
Hyundai. Doesn't
No,
give you
it's
a great
not.
sample size to see if that's really been completely
Oh
adjusted.
my God, Buzz! What a shot!
that was
Takes Hyunmin clean out of the sky.
sick.
Flash packs across. Mako caught trying to go for the orb. Meteor takes him down, freeing. Tries to trade it out. The boombot cleared. Bane trying to force his way forward here, but now Arcade has been reflooded. Bane is all in his lonesome, stuck up here and now killed off in isolation.
Well, that was convincing, to be fair.
As T1
That was convincing.
not going quietly into the night.
It's a weird hit for
Ever more narrow.
DRX.
His flashback's position is noted.
I didn't quite
no
catch
one
where they
really
used the
wants to
drone, if they used the
take
drone.
this weapon away from him. No one going on the hunt.
I felt like the arcade default is so strong with the Razor
Not much.
when you
Flashback
use
to
the
do at this
insta
point.
drone.
Save the
That you
gun.
would just go for that.
Move
But
on to the next round there. It's DRX. Bane has some money, but the rest of the economy is a little bit shaky for them. Another great setup there. And this time, putting Buzz up on top of the generator causes some real issues as he's able to find that impressive as hell kill. And Meteor able to get the one before he gets taken down. And then Buzz right there to get back into tower to reinforce that space.
10 seconds
Smother DRX out of that round. Much better reactions. Much better setups on the defender side. So T1 has gotten a little bit of extra prep in, a little bit of extra time to think about.
he has the
coming
backup gun like
towards
he's
A.
sending it with the
Different
Razor.
directions. Now a
Into
little bit of
tail,
that util,
and then
Make sure this
straight away
orb is good
takes
to
the
go.
ropes.
and the
After
push.
losing Dish, we drone
drone
to
gets
see
that
how
spot,
many
though, sees
people.
all three.
3, so they know 3 and at
That's-
least 1.
Making it a little bit easier here.
Showstopper, late draw on that one.
Very
Sends it
nice.
point
Can
blank
pick
right
up a
at
gun
Izu's
on this
feet.
one as
Carpe
well.
flushed out, stacks now out
Yeah,
into
and
the
there's the
open.
gun. Very,
Cannot
very cool.
confirm either kill. Damage dealt to both Hyunmin and Flashback, but both still breathing.
That's kind of what I wanted to see
Buzz
from
now
the round
arriving.
before. Just something like decisive
One to
with
the
the ult.
shoulder. He's got his work cut out for him. Economy's in a decent place, and Meteor does manage to open things up a little bit, but given that you're both collectively down below a single full HP bar, it's going to take a hell of a lot more before you can actually commit to trying to go for this retake.
Meteor's already saving.
Yeah, the jiggle on the one. Only Buzz saying, well, I've got money. See if I can
Yeah,
take some.
and T1 maybe
DRX,
needs to be a
but
little
that
bit
bolt line is gonna be enough to seal the
more
deal.
proactive,
Retreat
especially
will be
against the ults.
Sounded here.
They had a good
DRX off the
reaction
back
here.
of the timeout. Not allowing for T1 to continue
Maybe they actually need to
clawing
take
things back.
space. Like, I think majority of the
Get
time
themselves
if you're
up to
playing
11.
against the
Yeah, this is
DRX comp, you should
Nice
always
adjustments from
be...
DRX.
What do we see? Do we see
Flashback
any
cutter,
util
Meteor
over
still
towards
hanging
A?
around. Goes for the
Yeah,
jiggle
we
peek.
saw
Sends out
from the
stun,
bottom
now
side
just
Teo
look to
damage.
re-swing. Couple shots through the dish, but as he swings out, Flashback has the headshot. Comes
That's
up with the
unfair.
good. Stacks with an answer back, though. Keeps things evened up at 4-4.
It's nice though. Look how much easier this will be with
Shows
map
the Kimba
control.
Bay for now. Carpe lingering within the smoke.
It says, I mean,
Spike
they
being
got the
brought forward
ults
out
to
of main plant
send
onto
this.
the corner.
This isn't a fair round
Got
because they got
so many
ults.
good
It's gonna
ults
make
for
it
this
look easier,
retake.
but
Look at what Bane just got. Rolling Thunder. As well as that
it's looking kind of nice for DRX in terms of the after
Using
palm positions
conjunction can
though.
be such a deadly combo.
Is
It's Buzz for now,
Mako
just trying
going
to
for
check
it?
out default,
Oh,
check
Mako's going
underneath.
for it.
Oh, look at the Mako.
Showstopper now going to be drawn out.
Yeah, and
Red
there's going to be a
carpet,
lot
thrown,
of distraction
Thunder
for
on the
this as
peak,
he goes
it's
for
gonna
his
take it
play.
down. Here comes the Rolling Thunder.
Oh my god, they were both at the same time. Here goes Mako. He's got 3 people here. One. Ooh, nice trade. Dude, Stacks got him with damage.
And with the cleanup on the Bane, T1, they went out the brawl.
Stacks got him with damage there. So maybe someone heard early. I'm not stunned and just not go for it. Oh, I love the DRX. Actually stay relatively silent for this. They just use the Vice Flash, that's it. Like this run from DRX is nice.
Yeah, of course.
Because it's hard to work out what on earth's going on and where they are. Pick up the orb, Vice going under, like a Killjoy ult that's going to send it on this one. 2 kill trips, and Buzz is going searching, but they have done what I started to say in aggro cams. He doesn't have to worry about him, but worry about behind him because he's got a camera that spots all the top side.
Seal Garden going to be sent Buzz up and over the top. Let's back out a little bit to go ahead and send the paint shell. Weapons jammed up here for the moment as the site gets ready to be taken. Meteor, however, still in tower. Izu arriving, seeing flashback. Ready to send out the stun. Flashback tucks away. Meteor spraying through.
He's just sitting in heaven the whole time.
Knows where Hyunmin's going to be holding. Comes up with the kill.
Nice
Buzz
shot.
now off back into his hands. Takes down Mako. Stacks staying alive as they just get picked
Hey, they might be doing this. They might be doing this. They're showing good signs here. The aggro camera is awesome.
No doubt about it.
They kind of knew this was going to happen, and they were so far. Damage, satchel, smoke, all 3 smokes that we said, and Carpe's a little far away, so these smokes are slightly delayed, but that satchel is sick for Stacks to run out here. But dude, they have a vines. Surely we should be throwing some vines over to make sure that they can't flood out. Like this from DRX here. Love the idea, but imagine putting spawns here and here so they can't flood out. They win this round.
To an eco. Some util being sent Stacks' way.
Oh my god. Oh, that's nice. Oh, they damage, and then you use the breach damage from spawn to get in between it. Wait, that's really cool. And because of the slope, you actually get the max space off of it instead of doing it fast here, where you'd be able to dodge it easier. Oh, that's min-max to hell. That's awesome.
Does not nail the flick, freeing. Beams him with the sheriff. What a headshot.
Got the DRX fans and the crowd fired up.
Cool. Really
felt like this map was very much theirs. And all of a sudden, it has been
damaging, put some more damage on top, basically. Again, they min-max this, they could get the most out of their breach damage.
Rope is theirs.
Meteor still here, though.
Not having any of it.
Holds Hyunmin at base. Salvo sent from Izu. Slowing up the approach where possible. Spain gets another orb 3 away from having the ult online. Orbital is available for Mako. Carpe has one on the opposite side. Looks like they're going to try to flush somebody out into the open. That works a treat. Flashback, line of sight. Izu ends up falling. Their own orbital now going through.
Hey, what a kill.
Inches forward.
Yeah, nice rounds. Nice rounds. Okay, the low backs.
Right out of Carpe's hand, password protected.
It's been nice from DRX as well. They have always saying that there's like going to be some kind of weak side. They're just 5 grouping now. It's been happening every single round since the timeout. Also like this from T1. We're droning early. We're getting that info like we said. We've got drone on this side. We've got camera on this side. So they clear the whole top side. Now all we have to do is just shrunk the map in half.
I want to see a little bit of more trickery towards this A side.
How on earth are they going to lose this one?
Got Mako there to reinforce. I mean, if you can just get a pick here with all the attention you created over at B, you might feel comfortable to pull the trigger.
Just waiting for any kind of contact here. Flashback slowly, steadily creeping forward, but
Carpe.
Good line of sight for him to get. Carpe is there, but around the corner. Likely be Izu. They clash with first and foremost. As Hyunmin trying to go for the entry. Flashbacking forward, Stacks. Trying desperately to hunt him down. The wide swing out though. Mako able to find one. Hyunmin gets Izu. Carpe now forced to push up into the smoke. Gets a headshot on the Bane, but cannot confirm the kill.
They managed to force into sight that easy.
Now down to Buzz and Meteor. Try to turn the tides of the round. The spot out. The op shot ends up going wide. Rolling Thunder crashing across Meteor. Dropped. DRX looking for the finisher. The bounce into the corner. The stun connects.
Oh yeah, no scope. Imagine it. They're all kind of low. What's his backup gun?
So much more work to be done.
I think he's still got the shorty.
Everyone low on HP, but with just the operator, can he pull it off?
Oh.
Look at the shot, somehow.
Oh god,
Does
that's
it
so
go
much
from
potential
that
to be the
angle?
best fake